Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Lewis, and I have a store called Godlike Collectibles. I started it back in 2014, and I continue to sell on eBay. I usually go to some shows here and there, but this is my first YouTube video that I'm really putting out there. I've done a couple of IG lives and stuff like that, but nothing to this magnitude. I've always wanted to, but for some reason I never did. I don't know why. Maybe I was overanalyzing it. Maybe I was nervous. I don't know. I seem to be pretty well when I speak to people and talking in front of a crowd. But I decided to make the YouTube video and channel of Godlike Collectibles. And, one of my passions has always been collecting comic books, sports cards, and as you can see, some collectible items. My favorite is Thor from Marvel, Hulk Hogan, and Star Wars. As you can see, some Star Wars back there. And then baseball cards. I always, as a kid, always grew up collecting baseball cards, trading with my buddies. I was born and raised in the Bronx in New York. And now I'm living out in Delaware. But, I've always been a fan of baseball. I played baseball until I was about 18, and then after 18, I started to coach. My little brother was playing, and I started coaching him. And I've always loved baseball. It's always been one of my favorite things. So, now that I've been selling for several years now on eBay, and collecting for a long time now, I decided, why not give it a shot, get on YouTube and talk about certain things, talk about collecting, talk about comic books, talk about action figures, talk about cards, because I love doing that. So, but today what I wanted to do is, even though this is my first video, I wanted to talk about, something short as far as PSA cards that have a low population. Low pop doesn't mean that it's worth more. And I guess it really all depends on the card, right? So the reason I ask is because I was looking up this card. I went to Pennsylvania and I picked up some stuff. I picked up a couple cards, and one of the cards I picked up was this Tony Gwynn Star 88, right? And it's a PSA 8. Nice condition, and nothing fancy about this card. It was the Boggs and Gwynn, hits or Russ. And this is card number 11. So, sometimes I pick up cards for collection, and sometimes I pick up cards that I think I could flip, or, to make more money if I could buy more for my collection. So in any case, I started looking this up. There was only a pop of 6 graded in PSA. 2 of them were this grade. So this is one of the 2 that are graded at 8. And then I saw that there was a pop of 6 at a grade 10. So there was only one auction that has shown up. And that that auction was for $305. And I'm saying to myself, man, $300 for this card? Like, is it really worth that much? And then I also noticed that there's people who like to do the PSA set registry, where they like to build their sets. And I'm wondering to myself, man, is somebody really paying this much money for this type of card in order to complete their set? Maybe, it's possible. I went on eBay. I didn't see any sales at all of this card. None. And I'm wondering to myself, maybe it's people who already have it, who are keeping it in their collection. Maybe they're set registry builders. I did see one guy that had a complete set of the Hits or Russ Boggs and Gwynn. He had all 11 cards. And this card that he had in his set was a 10. And I'm just wondering, maybe was he the guy that paid $305 for this card? I'm not sure. But I'm just curious, what do you guys think? Is this card worth that much? And now that it is an 8, does that mean that the value of this card drops to what, maybe 20 bucks compared to $300 on a 10? Or is this a $10 card? $5 card? You know, I'm not sure. So I'm just curious, what do you think if you was to sell this, or if you were to even buy this, what would you be willing to pay for it if you're trying to build your set and you know that there's only 6 in population? You know what I mean? So just curious and wanted to know. And I'm going to be looking forward to making more videos. And, you know, I don't know if I'm going to do a daily video or if I'm going to do a weekly video. Don't know yet, but I will be putting it up, posting them up. And really looking forward to seeing what people on YouTube think about the grades and the pop. You know, does a low pop mean automatically that it's a expensive card? Or is it just, you know, the fact that somebody was desperate enough to pay that much because it was the only one they could find? Like I said, I can't find any comps on this. So I'm just curious what you guys know. And I'm looking to learn, you know what I mean? Just as I'm looking to teach and learn and, you know, learn new things. I've been selling a long time, but like I said, never really seen this card, especially graded. So I'm just curious, what do you guys think is the value of this card? If I was to sell it, what do you think a fair price would be for this? You know, or should I put it on auction and just see what the what eBay says is worth, what the market is? You know, let the market speak. You know, but just curious what you think about that and about cards like this that are probably not more than a $5 card, but for some reason, if they're not many graded, they end up becoming popular in price. Because I find that to be kind of a high price for this card, 300 bucks. Somebody paid for a 10, but maybe I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below. All right. Take care. God bless and be safe.